What up, nerds? Yeah, I know, right? I actually made a video. Sorry for disappearing on y'all. I've been a bit busy. Doing what? None of your business. But I'm back. I'm black. Let's get started. So D23 just happened. And if you don't know what D23 is, it's essentially Disney's little fan expo where they make all the big announcements of theme park attractions and movies and basically their own little Comic-Con, right? We have a lot to talk about because oh my god, was this full of announcements. D23 filled me with more dopamine than any of the past festivals alike. Let's talk about it. We got announcements starting from Walt Disney Animation to live actions all the way to Pixar, and we're going to talk about them today. What I'm excited about, what I like, what I didn't like, and I'm going to leave the floor open to you guys to tell me what you guys are looking forward to. Hold on, this is a little too close. Y'all need to get back the fuck up. Let's start off with the wonderful world of Walt Disney Animation. We've got tons of cool announcements and trailers. First things first, Moana 2. You're welcome. This trailer gives us more insight into the plot and the new additions to the cast and the new beautiful sets that we got. Moana was one of those movies that I was highly skeptical about when I first watched it. I didn't know if I was gonna like it. I wasn't really a fan of Disney princesses growing up because I just wasn't really. But when I watched the film, oh my gosh, I was honestly surprised because it had beautiful music, it had a beautiful cast, the comedy, and the animation. Oh my gosh, there was this one scene, this giant crab monster, and it had fluorescent purple lights all over it. Chef's kiss all around. I love that movie. Anyways, Moana 2 trailer looks cool. I like the water. I don't know what else you want me to say about it. If you're interested, go and watch the trailer yourself. This film, I believe, will be coming out this year. I didn't really write too many notes on this part of the video. Honestly, I was more excited to talk about this next film because this is a film that makes me cream every time I watch it on Disney Plus. It's so amazing, from the story to the visuals to the concept, everything. And yeah, I'm talking about Zootopia. Yeah, I'm a furry. I'm just playing. But no hate to my furries. I love all y'all. We got a concept art for Zootopia 2. Basically, it shows Officer Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde coming back together as the lovable buddy cop duo to crack one more case that can make or break their career. Ke-Huy Quan will also be joining the cast as a snake named Gary. Everything looks pretty decent. The art looks pretty great. I'm honestly gonna have to see a trailer before I decide to make any big money moves. But I was genuinely surprised by the first Zootopia movie because the plot was actually pretty good. I was impressed by how much I enjoyed the visuals and the story. It had an interesting twist at the end. So yeah, I am very interested in possibly seeing a sequel. If you're also interested in watching Zootopia 2, it will be hitting theaters November 26, 2025. Ooh. Now it's something I'm not so excited about. Frozen 3. We got a little look at Frozen 3 and it's another Frozen. Honestly, I just really want to say, when are we gonna make like the song said and just let it go? Frozen is an old ass movie. Frozen was a movie that came out when I was 12. I'm 23 now. Obviously, it became a big hit because of the song Let It Go. This movie had us all wanting to build a snowman. The sequel was a huge disappointment. I don't know why we need another. There's Frozen propaganda everywhere. But nonetheless, the attendees got to see concept art with Elsa and Anna riding a white horse and a brown stag, looking at something, Olaf's dumbass face. And the Frozen mania, unfortunately, does not stop there. It was announced that there will still be plans for Frozen 4 after this, but before that, in 2025, we'll be getting Frozen on Broadway. And fans were blessed with that trailer at D23, and we were cursed with it on Instagram. I'm probably gonna get cursed by some sort of trailer or something to go watch Frozen 3 when it hits theaters in 2025. I'm gonna try and be more optimistic about this, like I've been doing with every other movie in some way. We got Snow White trailer. Yup, we were given a teaser to the upcoming remake of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The film stars Rachel Zegler as Snow White and Gal Gadot as the Evil Queen. And this film has been in development hell for so long, I'm not even excited about it anymore. There was talks about changing the entire story of Snow White, taking out the prince and turning Snow White to like a Tomb Raider type of character, making the Seven Dwarfs just 7 random stranger men that just find her in the forest. Rachel Zegler tried to play this Twitter warrior. Yeah, they scrapped that idea. Instead, they made this fucking CGI headache of a film. I don't mean to sound like a complete Squidward here, but I genuinely do not like looking at this, especially seeing Snow White. Like, it looks like they kind of just like CGI'd her head on a 3D rendering of Snow White's body walking around like this, like some sort of AI film. It's just really off-putting. Speaking of poor CGI renderings, look at these fucking goons. Jump scare! Got your ass. Gal Gadot looks cool. Yeah, this movie looks actually disgusting, and unfortunately it will be hitting theaters March 21st, 2025. Cover your children's eyes. Now to a movie where the CGI looks actually good. We got a brand new trailer for Mufasa, the Lion King. See, this is a film that's had a lot of back and forth in the comments as well. On one side, you got people saying, why does this movie exist? Who asked for this? It looks horrendous. And then on the other side, you got people like me who are just saying,
hey guys, give her a chance, alright?
This film follows the origin of a young lion cub named Mufasa who grows up to become the beloved ruler of the Pride Lands. He meets a stray cub named Taka who grows up to become the villain of our main story, nicknamed Scar. The trailer shows the two meeting each other, creating that little bond that eventually becomes a brotherhood, eventually growing into the story that we know today, where Scar becomes a dick. This movie excites me. Here's why. Most people see this movie as a shit idea solely made for a bag. Though it is true that Disney wanted a bag, it's not a shit idea, if you know the Lion King lore. Based from the trailer, it looks like they're going for more of the route of an old book series called The Lion King 6 New Adventures, but this isn't a comic story and video, so I'm not breaking it down. Rest in peace. But those books did go over some of the origins of Mufasa and Scar and how they became who we knew and love in the films today. It also mixes some pieces from The Lion King 2, which is a film that I believe is very much superior to The Lion King. This is the film where Simba has a daughter named Kiara. It seems like that's who Rafiki is telling the tale of her grandfather to in the film when we see the trailers. Blue Ivy Carter will be making her acting debut in this film. For those of you who don't know, this is Beyonce's real daughter. Based on the announcement that she'd be playing Simba and Nala's daughter, I'm guessing she'll be playing some version of Kiara from the superior Lion King movie, Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Let's talk about the look of the movie. It is significantly better than the 2019 Lion King remake. There's actual expressions. It's more animated and the movement is smooth. It's not National Geographic, bro. But the people who hate it want to say it looks too CGI. Brother, there's no humans in the movie. This movie literally isn't a live action movie. It's like a hyper-realistic cartoon. That's all. That's why we complained in 2019 when they tried to make it look too real with no expressions on the face, but now y'all want to hate when they fixed the little issues that we complained about and made it a fun animated type of feature. Look, I'm a hater, but y'all are just hating just to hate at this point. Go on Indeed and put my fries in the bag. Mufasa will come to theaters December 20th of this year, and if you will be watching it, comment below and I will finally lotion my ashy ankles. We finally got our first official update of the live action Lilo and Stitch movie. Most specifically, we got an update that most of us have been waiting on, and that is seeing how live action Stitch would look like. At D23, they played a short clip of a live action model of Experiment 626 being a big blue furry ball of energy. I for one don't have much to say say about it other than he looks really good. Disney didn't fumble a bag. I'm optimistic. So when this movie hits theaters next summer, I will be front and center, especially as an early 2000s baby. This was a huge part of my childhood, and I'm very much interested in seeing what they do with this concept. Other live action announcements that I'm not really going to get into because I don't give a fuck. Fans got a first look at Freakier Friday, which will be a sequel to the original Freaky Friday remake starring Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. That will be coming out sometime in 2025. Not sure when, probably summer. There's also a first look given to fans for Tron Ares, which is the third film in the Tron series that first premiered in 1982. I was about 9 years old when I saw the second movie, Tron Legacy, in theaters. Both movies apparently being box office bombs, but nonetheless, this movie is getting a third film in theaters October 10th, 2025, and Nine Inch Nails will be composing the film, which I guess is the only cool news about this whole thing, because from my memory, the Tron movies are boring as hell. Fans also got to smell what The Rock is cooking because there was an announcement that he is developing a Monster Jam film that's currently in the filming process. No plot or release date has been announced, but we could definitely keep an eye out and stay positive because this movie could be okay. I'm a simple creature who likes watching metal death traps crash and explode in movies. Don't ask why. And The Rock sometimes can be interesting in the film, and Monster Jam is a very interesting event full of monster trucks, man talk. We also received a title for Avatar 3, now titled Avatar Fire and Ash, and it seems like this movie will be getting done a lot faster than Way of Water because we've been given a release date of December 19th, 2025. Fans also got to see some concept art of the Ash people of the Na'vi donning cool tribal masks. I've also went through the web and found some cool leaked photos myself. It does look like there's some Native American inspiration in there. No details on the plot of the film yet, but looking at this, James Cameron definitely knows what he's doing, and I can't wait to see this movie next holiday season. Pixar also made some cool announcements, and though they didn't give us a lot of information, they gave us enough for them to steal the show. Here's what we got. First things first, we got an announcement for Incredibles 3. Writer and director Brad Bird came on stage to announce that the film is currently in production over at Pixar. There's no release date as of now, but we'll wait till the end of time to see Mrs. Incredible take the big screen once again, and I guess see the movie. Next, we have another sequel to a legendary franchise from our childhoods. Director Andrew Stanton took the stage to announce that Woody and Buzz will be reunited once more for Toy Story 5. Fans were graced with a short teaser that was pretty lame. The teaser was just quickly put together with reused animation from an old ad I remember from my childhood with a title card in the background. But we did end up getting a cool plot synopsis where Bonnie becomes an iPad kid. Stanton said the plot will center around toys versus machines as Bonnie gets more interested in her technological activities, ignoring her toys completely. Also, there will be a Buzz subplot where we'll be seeing 50 rogue Buzz Lightyear action figures stuck in toy mode that could cause trouble for everyone. I'm a huge fan of Toy Story and do believe Pixar still has gas in the tank. Why the fuck is Woody here? Toy Story 5 comes out summer of 2026 and I cannot wait to see what they do with this film. Stepping away from sequels for a bit, Pixar did announce a few original pieces of work like Elio. They gave audiences a peek of the movie and announcing that Zoe Saldana will be joining the cast as Elio's aunt. This film will follow a young boy named Elio being abducted by aliens to then accidentally become an ambassador for Earth in the strange alien world. This movie I'm excited to see, being directed by Adrian Molina, who co-wrote and co-directed Coco. Elio will be in theaters June 13th, 2025. Next, we've gotten an announcement and a trailer of Pixar's first feature-length film coming to Disney Plus in December titled Win or Lose. Win or Lose will follow a Little League softball team called the Pickles as they prepare to play in the championships. There will be 8 episodes, each following a new character, including kids, parents, a lovesick umpire, and the team's coach, who will be voiced by Will Forte. This feels like a fresh and wholesome concept that I believe could be a nice breath of fresh air from the raunchy content of today's noisy world. I'll definitely be watching this series this holiday season. Will you? Speaking of breath of fresh air, we've also got Dream Productions. This, of course, will be a spin-off riding off the success of Inside Out 2, but could also be a beautifully relaxing concept, taking place between the first and second film inside the dream factory of Riley's mind. Dream Productions will be hitting Disney Plus sometime in 2025. Last but not least, there's another original film joining Pixar's roster. Hoppers is a film from the mind of We Bare Bears creator Daniel Chong. The film follows a young girl named Mabel who transfers her mind into a robot beaver to learn about the world of animals. Fans got to see concept art from the film showing a cartoon beaver being chased by a scientist in a lab with Mabel sitting on the mind swapping machine. If this film is something that interests you, it will be releasing in theaters somewhere in 2026. And that's pretty much all I got for this video. There was a lot of Marvel and Star Wars stuff announced as well, but that's a whole video in itself because I skipped Comic-Con and I really do want to talk about the announcements made at Comic-Con and all the trailers that we've seen, the leaked content that's been posted online. I want to talk about all of that in a separate video, probably many separate videos over time through this next couple of weeks. So that's it. What did you guys think of D23 this year? Were you excited? Were there anything you were just kind of about? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna go finish this bag of Takis and hit the hay because I'm very tired. It took a lot to get through this fucking video. I love y'all. Deuces.